Good evening. We're so glad that you all could join us this evening. Before we get started, I'd like to say we had our Christmas card picture before the meeting tonight, is why we're all in our red and green. We don't normally plan to match for our meetings, but this time would you join me for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I'd like to call the meeting to order at 7 p.m. This time I'll entertain a motion to accept the agenda as presented.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I will make a motion that we accept the agenda as presented.
Okay, I have a motion by Megan. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Kelly. There were no changes to the agenda this evening. Okay. All those in favor signal by raising your right hand. Motion carries 5-0. Dr. Parker, do we have any public comments this evening?
No one signed in.
Okay, we're so glad to have such a full house. We will move on to our reports. Dr. Parker?
Thank you much. First up is our Director of Community Relations, Maria Bond, for our good news report.
Good evening. We definitely have some good news, and many of you know that I have the pleasure of having a student intern for the entire school year. I have her for half of a school day, and it is a work-based learning. She gets credit. Come on up here, Lily. I want to introduce you to this year's. Her name is Lily Quinn. She is a senior at high school, and she's just a rock star. So she is going to give the good news tonight, and you're off.
Perfect. We want to congratulate Mrs. Julie Shelton for reaching her 400th win for the Mount Vernon girls basketball team. There will also be more on this to come later. Also, congratulations to the high school's 2025 Lilly Endowment Scholarship finalist, Brady Weber and Tate Kogel. Mrs. Tharp will be introducing you to these amazing students this evening. High school sophomore Hafsa Huzini was recently named a Riley champion. Hafsa is passionate about art therapy, which helped her and her mother navigate her health challenges. As a part of this honor, she's will be dedicating her efforts to raise funds in support of the Riley Hospital for Children's Art Therapy Program. The middle school counseling department received the 2024 to 2025 Indiana Gold Star Award from the Indiana Department of Education. This award recognizes schools that create and maintain comprehensive counseling programs promoting student achievement, well-being, and career and post-secondary readiness for all students. Mount Vernon Middle School celebrated 50 years of golden memories with an open house, bringing together former and current administrators as well as community members. The celebration included a band performance, an interactive timeline display in Marauder Hall, and sweet treats sponsored by the Mount Vernon Education Foundation, which also provided the administrators' luncheon before the event. In recognition of Mount Vernon School Lunch Week, the MVCSC Cafe offered students international dining experience serving meals inspired by the cuisines of Japan, Italy, Germany, Mexico, and China. The high school hosted its annual Track or Treat, which was moved inside this year because of the weather. There were hundreds of children as school teams and clubs did an outstanding job decorating their booths and encouraging and engaging with participants. Mrs. Buell, a first grade teacher at MCE, has partnered with OSearch, a marine and scientific research and conservation organization, to develop STEM and learning packets designed for elementary school students worldwide. Her innovative work engages students in hands-on and inquiry-based science learning, and her testimonials found on the OSearch website. Going on to sports, MVHS's Tate Kogel and Brandon Wiley achieved an outstanding season and competed in the state tennis tournament, as well as receiving all Hoosier Heritage Conference honors for doubles. High school senior Caden Casada competed at the state boys cross country meet, and high school wrestlers Jessica Iserloth and Dominika Zarat started their season strong, capturing first place in their opening girls wrestling tournament. Going on to the next section, the district received a $25,000 rebate from 9 Star for energy efficiency efforts. This amount will help support our utility costs and operation funds. The Harnessing Hope organization visited the high school, offering interactive sessions where students can brush, walk, and spend focused time with horses. These activities help students develop skills in communication, interaction, and co-regulation, while also making meaningful connections to classroom learning. Thanks to the board members for also going and experiencing this special program. The MES second graders finished their community helpers unit and listened to presentations from 5 types of jobs from community members, including our incredible police partners. The Mount Vernon Township Fire Department visited MES students, kindergarten students, and the Buck Creek Township firefighters met with MCE first graders to teach fire safety, help students become comfortable with firefighters in full gear, and also allow them to provide a hands-on experience exploring the fire truck. On October 9th, all students received an apple from our friends at Tuttle's Orchard, celebrating National Apple Month.
Thank you very much, Lily. And there are a few more pieces, nuggets in your board packet for you to read later. Wanted to, at this point, give it over to Dr. Scott Shipley. We have a special presentation regarding 9 Star and their support of our robotics grant.
Thank you, Maria. In the spring of last year, we applied for the Indiana Department of Education Robotics Competition Teams Grant. And we found out early this school year that we were one of the recipients. We received $25,000 for our robotics competition teams. This year, we have 3 schools participating. Last year was our first year to have robotics teams, and we had them at Fortville and the middle school. And this year, we have them at Fortville, the intermediate school, and the middle school. And as part of that grant, that $25,000 grant, you had to have a community champion, a community partner that would donate 25% on top of the $25,000 to help our competitions teams. They compete locally throughout the school year. And our kids learned a great deal last year, and there's a lot of enthusiasm with it expanding this year. So we're excited that 9 Star has graciously been our community partner last year and this year they donating $6,250. And with us tonight is David Spencer from 9 Star. So we'd like to get a picture, Dr. Parker and Maria. Does she want me up there? Get on up there. I guess she does.
Okay, next for our report section is a special recognition. And while Lily shared that we have an amazing milestone, a very unique milestone for our girls' high school basketball coach, I want to share how crazy cool it is that she's achieved such an amazing accomplishment. There have only been 12, she is one of 12 girls basketball coaches in Indiana history to make 400 wins, that 400 win mark. When you combine boys and girls together, only 31 coaches have done that in her career. So you do a little math. So she's got 400 wins. She is entering her 25th season. That's an average of more than 16 wins a year. That's just unconscious good. Over 70%. It took her 24 years of coaching in one game of her 25th season to get that 400th win. And Julie, I just want to say that we're incredibly proud of you. You are an honor to work with and to see you coach and your girls play. And we want to take a few moments to congratulate you. So if you would please, would you join me at the microphone? So, you know Maria, we're going to do more pictures in a bit, but we just have something else I saw, the really cool basketball here. Okay, that's really cool. But we just want to recognize you with a Ripple Award. And
I'm pretty loud, so if it's not, ask the girls, I'm pretty loud. I'm sure they'll be able to hear me. This is just an amazing honor for me. Mostly just probably more important than the 400 wins is very few people get them all at one place. And I think that's the piece that makes me the most proud. It's hard to stay at one place, but it hadn't been hard to stay here. This has been an amazing community, has let me be me, and I'm just very proud to be a Marauder.
Let's do the whole board. All the board members, come on up. Come on over here.
I like to show put our Marauder gear on.
One more over here, please. Okay. Moving right along, we are going to move into recognizing our Lilly Scholarship winners. And for that, I'm going to invite Brooke Tharp, principal of Mount Vernon High School, to the microphone. Thanks, ladies. See ya.
Thank you, Dr. Parker. I appreciate this opportunity both on two reasons. One, as a member of the Community Foundation, I was on the board from 2002 to 2011, and then a few years after that was given the opportunity to serve on the Education Committee, which is the committee that I represent tonight. And the second part is it's always fun to come back to this building and this community. In the Community Foundation, Poit's a philanthropic organization for Hancock County. Actually, it was formed around 1992. In 1998, the Lilly Foundation took it upon themselves to present these kind of awards to students throughout the state of Indiana. In fact, I think to this day there's about 145 Lilly scholars in Indiana. The first year for our foundation, they gave money for one. And that was in 1998, 2 years before I retired. That student was from Eastern Hancock. The next year, they increased it to 2 members of the graduating classes from the 4 high schools, Eastern Hancock, Greenfield, New Pal, and here. That second year, there was the finalists that were selected. One was from New Pal, and the second was from Mount Vernon. So my last year as principal, I got to recognize a Mount Vernon senior for their Lilly Scholarship. The foundation has grown tremendously since I was on the board in 2002, to the point that right now I think they are endowed up to $62 million, of which they give $1.6 million out in forms of grants, scholarships, and other ways to show the appreciation for Hancock County. Donors throughout this county have been very gracious in giving these kinds of monies to allow the foundation to grow as it has. Once the Lilly Foundation is awarded these, the Community Foundation has to apply for these 2 Lilly Endowment Scholarships. Once approved by Lilly, then our local foundation becomes the administrator of it. In this particular case, once the deadline and the application opens, students in these 4 schools can fill out an application if they chose to do so. They have to be in the top 15% of their high school class. Once they submit this application, then a nonpartisan committee outside the county blindly reviews all of these applications. There's no names, no indication of where the kids, well, they are divided into the 4 schools because they have to select 2 members from each of those 4 schools to be the Lilly finalists, which are the 2 we're recognizing shortly tonight. They, once those 8 finalists are selected, then normally in a regular year, the education committee, of which I'm part of, will interview those 8 finalists, and we actually make the choice of who the 2 winners are for the scholarships. This year, there was a student who was a son or daughter of one of these educational committee members, so we have to recuse ourselves because we cannot do that in those particular situations. So the 8 finalists were interviewed by, again, out-of-county team of I think it was 4 or 5, and they actually make the selection of the final 2 that will receive that award. That announcement is not made until December. We have to submit those 2 names to the Lilly Foundation, and then they have to approve it in order to do so. To be able to stand here and present these 2 Lilly scholars from Mount Vernon is a personal pleasure. As I said, I had that opportunity in 1999 to do it, and now I've had that opportunity to do it again tonight. So, nothing further from me. I would like for Tate Kogel and Brady Weber to come forward, please. Are they the same height? Because I'm shorter than they are. The foundation would like to present you guys with a token of our appreciation, as well as a certificate that I'll give to you after I give you the token of our appreciation. That's yours. Hold on here. And then these are the Brady and Tate. I appreciate the opportunity, and now I'm going to turn it over to their high school principal, Mrs. Starp, who's going to tell you a little bit why they were elected for this position.
All right, thank you. All right, I'm going to share a few accomplishments of Tate and Brady. This is not everything they've done by any means, because I've thought of a couple things while we were sitting here, but Tate intends to pursue a career in documentary filmmaking. He would like to attend the University of Notre Dame or Hanover College. He participated in the Hancock County Youth Assistance Program, which supports middle school students facing academic challenges. As a junior, Tate was selected to attend the Hugh O'Brien Youth Leadership Seminar, a 4-day experience designed to develop leaders committed to service and integrity. Tate has been an active member of the student government throughout all 4 years of high school. Through his role, he's contributed to numerous service initiatives, including volunteering for the Salvation Army, stocking local food pantries, assisting with Staff Appreciation Week, organizing wellness bags and mental health initiatives, and leading a hygiene drive. He has served as class vice president, twice executive secretary, and currently serves as executive president. In addition, Tate participated in the Community Service Club during his freshman and sophomore years. He has been a member of National Honor Society during both his junior and senior years, and currently serves as vice president. For the past 2 years, Tate has volunteered with the Heartland International Film Festival, taking on a variety of roles, including pre-screening 34 films submitted to the festival. Tate is also a member of the varsity tennis team, where he's assisted with the Marauder Youth Tennis Camp and the Mount Vernon Athletic Boosters annual Booster Blast. As film club president, Tate has shared his passion for vision storytelling with his peers, and he started this club last year. He also served as a Marauder mentor from his sophomore through his senior year, and currently serves as on the Mentor Council. Finally, in recognition of his outstanding academic and leadership achievements, Tate is both a Lilly Scholarship finalist and a National Merit semifinalist, an accomplishment earned by fewer than 1% of graduating seniors. Congratulations to Tate Kogel. Brady plans to major in professional sales and marketing and finance with the ultimate goal of owning his own business. He plans to attend Indiana University or University of Notre Dame. For the past 6 years, he has volunteered at the Fortville Christian Church Food Pantry with Farm, Fortville Area Resource Management, supporting families in need throughout the community. And over the past 4 years, Brady has served his parish Holy Spirit at Geist by leading youth retreats and participating in a variety of service events. He has dedicated over 100 hours to planning and attending retreats and has contributed to parish projects such as organizing Thanksgiving baskets, Christmas gift donations, and spring cleaning efforts. Brady is passionate about inclusion and supporting students with special needs. He has volunteered with Unified Champions, Best Buddies, Special Olympics, and Top Soccer. Currently serving as event coordinator for Best Buddies, Brady strives to ensure that every participant feels valued and included. He also founded a men's faith group with his friends to help peers grow closer to God and one another. As a leader, he plans discussion topics, prepares scripture, and facilitates meaningful conversations that promote openness and support among his peers. Each summer, Brady volunteers as youth sports camps in soccer and basketball. He also serves as a counselor for camp intervention, helping elementary students explore STEM and problem solving through hands-on activities and team projects. Brady consistently prioritizes service, especially during the holidays. He's organized, packed, and delivered Thanksgiving baskets to family in need, volunteered as a Salvation Army bell ringer, and donated gifts to local charities. In addition, Brady supports Mount Vernon athletic boosters by participating in Track or Treat and the annual Booster Blast. A dedicated athlete, Brady has been a member of the boys soccer team for 4 years, earning varsity letters, serving as team captain, and contributing as a varsity starter. He's also played boys basketball for 4 years, lettering as a junior, and helping his team secure a regional championship in track and field. He is a 4-year team member, earning varsity letters and all conference and all state honors while helping his team win a conference championship. Brady is also involved in Impact SC and the Impact SC Youth Board, Hancock County Youth Leadership, Neighborhoods Against Substance Abuse, the Athletic Leadership Team, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and serves as school spirit leader. He has been a member of the National Honor Society during his junior and senior years and participated in student government during his sophomore and senior years. Congratulations to Brady Weber.
Those are some great celebrations, and our last report tonight comes from our high school principal, Brooke Tharp. She is providing our spotlight tonight. So Mrs. Tharp, if you want to get the BenQ all set up, we'll give you another few seconds to get rolling. We'll be ready when you're ready.
Okay. There we go. Everybody left. I guess they weren't interested in this. So. I appreciate you all staying. We should have started with this. All right, the high school has several goals and for the strategic plan, so I'm going to update you on those. The first one, and Goal 1, fostering a sense of belonging. Every student has at least one adult who connects with them on a regular basis. This is a priority for us. It is really important for us to make sure all students feel connected. That is part of the family feel that we want to have in the building. And even though we have almost 1,550 students, we want everyone to feel a part of the school and feel like they're contributing to the school culture. So we have several initiatives in place. One, we really try to get all students to connect to a club or co-curricular course or athletics. We host a club rush week at the beginning of the school year where we try to get everyone signed up. We have tables, lunch, and displays, and we really try to recruit students so that everyone's involved in at least one thing. We have 19 sports, many co-curricular courses, and a lot of clubs. And we have some clubs that start second semester as well. So if students aren't involved in something first semester, they still have the opportunity to join throughout the year or a new club second semester. We did some data collection and found that right now we have 64% of all of our students currently, as of like right now, involved in a club, co-curricular activity, or sport. And we know that this will grow over the course of the year because, we haven't had spring sports yet. We just started winter sports, and we will have some additional clubs in the spring. We have a lot of students that are in multiple things. As you can see, Tate and Brady are involved in a lot of clubs and activities. So, but it is our goal that everyone is involved in something. Another aspect of fostering a sense of belonging is our TBRI. Our staff utilizes TBRI strategies, and we are doing ongoing training throughout the year. And the primary purpose for that is to make sure that we're connecting with all of our students. And along with that, we also have MTSS committee that meets regularly to support at-risk students. We track our at-risk students and provide supports throughout the year. And our counselors and our life coach meet with them as well. And we're also developing a Marauder Mentor Match program. So for students that might not be connected to a club or activity and might be on our at-risk list, we are going to have teacher or staff mentors for those students. Goal number 3 was to elevate student learning in college and career planning, and we have several goals connected to that. Our key result or our objective is to increase and excel in collegiate and trade certification opportunities, and our key result was to increase our dual credit credentialed teachers by at least 1 every year. And you can see in 23-24 we had 15 teachers dual credit credentialed. In 24-25 we had 16, and we currently have 17. The exciting thing is we have 5 additional teachers that are interested in getting dual credit credentialed and or have already started the process or are starting the process second semester. So we're excited about that. Another key result is that we need to increase our dual credits earned by 5% annually. And you can see in 23-24, we had 1,815 dual credits earned. In 24-25, we had 937, so we had an increase of 15%. Obviously, we don't know our 25-26 credits earned yet. We won't know that till next summer, but we are on pace to meet this goal. Another key result related to this goal is for the class of 2028 to have 40 or more students earning Indiana College Core certificate. And as a reminder, the Indiana College Core is where they earn 30 dual credits. 15 of those have to be through Ivy Tech because Ivy Tech is our partner, and then those 30 credits they can apply those at any state college. 24-25, we have 3 students, and we don't know for 25-26, but we are adding dual credit courses strategically to make earning the Indiana College Core easier. It's not just earning any dual credit courses, you have to earn them, and this is not CTE, so if you're in the welding program, that doesn't count, or if you're in the CNA program, it doesn't count. These have to be in core subject areas, and there's different categories, like you have to earn 6 in this category or 3 in another. So we are strategically adding courses so that it makes it easier for students to do this. And we recently were awarded Rural Early College Network grant, $120,000 over the next 5 years. And we're excited about this because this will make students earning the Indiana College Core easier. This program will help our first cohort will be our current 8th grade students, class of 2030. And the goal of it is to, 1, support teachers and counselors, increase our dual credit offerings, and earn early college certification from Mount Vernon High School. But the biggest goal is for students, increases students' college readiness and post-secondary acceptance, improving attendance. It helps them earn high school success and college success, improve their performance on the SAT and college readiness exams, and ultimately earn an associate's degree. And this is a process. It's a 5-year grant for a reason. So we are starting out strong. We're on pace to meet all of the benchmarks that we need to. But this helps. Being a part of this grant is going to help us in several areas for Goal 3. And then finally, for Goal 3, another key result is to increase the number of students earning a trade certification by 5% annually. So in 2023-24, we had 33 certifications. This past year, we had 61 certifications, so we well exceeded the 5% annual increase in goal for that. Finally, our key result also is to increase average SAT passing score to 1,015 by July 28th. You can see in the first column, those are our average scores. There was a change in the test between 2023 and 22-23 and 23-24. But you can see how we compare to the state average, and we are on target to meet this goal by 2028. Another key result is to students in grades 3 through 12 will actively track their learning for their essential learnings and NWA standardized testing, and with regular reviews and updates in Skyward. We give NWA very limited at the high school, but we do have SAT and PSAT scores that are in Skyward. We're working with our leadership team to develop a student tracking system. We don't want to be redundant, so that we're not adding more work for teachers or students, but we do think it's important that students know their progress and are making progress towards their goals. And I think our final one is to develop a comprehensive learning plan. Each student in grades 8 through 12 will have a personalized education plan guiding them through graduation, involving regular updates and reviews. And if you remember last year, I presented on the new diploma, and because there were so many changes and they were so late, and because the information came from the state late, The students didn't get to do their 4-year plans in the 8th grade, so they recently have done those at the beginning of this year. And I'm going to show you an example of one, but we have been reviewing the best way to do this, different tracking systems, so that it's really efficient for counselors and it's user-friendly for students and parents. And there's different, we use SFS. They have a system, it's not quite online yet, and there's a system through the state that also isn't operational yet. But we also developed our own plan, and we may stick with this, and I'll show you an example of it here. Whoops. So our we met with all freshmen, our counselors did, and went through this 4-year plan where there's drop-down boxes. They can pick which English 9 class, for example, what they might want to take as math their sophomore year. The counselors went through all the different diploma types and enrollment seals, and then like here's the enrollment seal, and then it has all the check boxes where they can check off, when they meet different benchmarks. And just to get an idea of the impact the presentation made and the work session with students, they did a pre and post survey, and over 90% of students found the presentation and doing the 4-year plan was meaningful, and they felt like it provided new learning, clarity, or confidence. So there's a whole bunch of data here. I'm not going to go through it all, but we were really impressed with how the results of that, and our counselors did an amazing job implementing that. So this coming year, we'd like to do that with our current 8th graders. But like I said, because of the new diploma, we had to shift it a few months, and it was just recently completed. Any questions? Yeah, they created that. Mm-hmm. And the way they've set it up, it's shared with the counselor, it's shared with the student, and they don't have the parent piece set up yet, but they know how. They've just recently figured out how they can also share it with the parent, so it's a working document. So when they meet with their counselor each year for scheduling, they will review the plan, and everyone has access to it. So, yeah. Yep, correct. Yep. Any other questions?
Thank you.
Great job, Mrs. Tharp.
Thank you.
Okay. This time we'll move on to our consent agenda. We have our regular session minutes. We had a couple meetings on there this month. Personnel report, claims, construction change orders, monthly fund transfers, a couple overnight field trip requests, some very generous donations. And at this time, I will accept a motion to accept the consent agenda.
I move that we accept the consent agenda items as presented.
Okay, motion by Kelly. Do I have a second?
I will second.
Second by Chad. Any questions regarding the consent items? All those in favor signal by raising your right hand. Motion carries 5-0. Okay, we'll move on to our action items. Dr. Parker?
Thank you much. Following on the tail of our most recently approved new policies, our attorney sent us these recently. So we do have a few more. We likely will not get any more. The best way to say that is I don't expect any more until after the next legislative session. So these are for your perusal and review and continued collaboration. And I submit these as our first reading, and as you know, there is no vote on first reading of policies.
Okay, we'll move on to our joint service agreement with the Hancock County Career Center. Dr. Parker?
Thank you very much. So this is our third school year that we have been a career center. The 4 county schools got together a little over 3 years ago, and then developed a joint service agreement for us to operate the way we currently are. And that is by sharing the programs that we have in our 4 high schools. So all students in all high schools have the opportunity to attend a program in one of the other high schools as we've been building our programs for our shared facility. That joint service agreement is set to expire at the end of June. This joint service agreement is the renewal of that will take effect beginning next summer and into the following school years. It is a bit different in that we will all be under the same roof, the Amplify Hancock building. It is coming along very nicely. Mr. Wilkerson gave a few of us a tour about a month ago, and I think it's going to be a crazy cool place for kids to be. So I'm asking you to approve this joint services agreement for the Hancock County Career Center as we are moving into one location next school year. This is something that our attorney will make sure all the superintendents sign, because coincidentally, our school attorney is also the same school attorney for the other 3 county schools, so we work really well together. So again, I'm submitting this for your approval.
That certainly does make things easier. Do I have a motion to accept the joint service agreement?
I'll make a motion to accept the joint service agreement as presented.
Thank you, Stacy. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
I have a second by Megan. Any questions about the agreement? No? All those in favor signal by raising your right hand. Motion carries 5-0. Thank you. Okay, at this time, we'll move on to our board member reports. Stacy Nielsen with the Fortville RDC.
I was unable to attend. It was during fall break.
Okay. Kelly Freeman with Cumberland.
Cumberland had a planning meeting for the community, and we did not have an RDC meeting. So.
Okay. Chad Gray with Hancock County.
I did attend last month's meeting. There was nothing relevant to schools in it, but it was highly entertaining seeing how they could fill an hour of everybody's morning.
The McCordsville RDC, I was unable to attend. I was at the School Nutrition Association conference last week, and but I will follow up and get the meeting minutes from their meeting. Megan Brett with the Education Foundation.
I did attend last month the Education Foundation meeting. They are busy planning the rest of the events for the rest of our school year. Excited about the gala and everything else coming up. And then they meet again next Monday.
Okay, thank you. Dr. Parker, do we have any more announcements for this month?
Just a couple. Tomorrow, many of our schools are hosting Veterans Day programs, and they're spread throughout the day. Those are quite popular, and the schools do an amazing job. Thanksgiving break coming up, November the 26th through the 28th. And our Mount Vernon Community School Corporation annual holiday open house will be on December the 2nd from 2 to 5:30, and it's always very popular. It'll be in this room. I will share that I did buy a new saxophone reed, so I'm getting the saxophone out and playing a few holiday tunes. I hope people enjoy it, and looking forward to that. Other than that, that's it.
Okay, thank you. I will see the rest of you on Thursday night at our ISBA dinner. This time I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I move that we adjourn.
Okay, motion by Kelly,
I will second.
second by Chad. All those in favor signal by raising your right hand. Meeting adjourned at 7:44 p.m. Thank you.